Greetings everyone, this is your host Eldad Amara, back with another video. I'm just going to jump straight into this video. The World Economic Forum and also the UN, that is the United Nations, they say they're trying to solve problems that are going on in the world, such as global warming, such as poverty and hunger and starvation and all of these other things. The UN, United Nations, they have something called Agenda 21. Go look it up. Look up Agenda 21 and what they're planning to do. Go look up the World Economic Forum and what they are trying to do. They say they're trying to solve the world's economic and global problems, such as global warming and poverty. They also too have an agenda. They say by the year 2030, they're expecting to have things such as smart cars and people living in smart cities. Check this out. Living in smart cities. I think there's a place in England which they've just recently tried the smart city. I can't remember if it's Cambridge or whether it is Oxford. Klaus Schwab, Tehran and East Head. You will have nothing and you will still be happy. You will have nothing and you will still be happy. What does he mean by this? Soon, people won't own nothing. Everything that you want, you will have to order it in. If you want clothing, you will have to order it in. If you want shopping, you will have to order that in. Okay? Whatever you want, it will be all on loan. You will own nothing. Nothing whatsoever. You won't own your own homes. You won't own your own car. You won't own your own TV. None of this. Go check out their agenda. Now I want to talk to you about one specific thing, and this is they're trying to keep us indoors. They're trying to keep us indoors. When they had this BAP, back in 2020, a lot of things were being rolled out, a lot of things were being tried, right? Because of this Rona, which was a worldwide epidemic, which because of this worldwide problem, people were taking a BAP, but a lot of other things were being rolled out at the same time. You could not go to a pub or a bar unless you had a certain number which was in your phone. Take this to the bar and then they would take the number. They would take the number down. You could not go, check this out, you could not go into a shop with coins. You had to do things via card, by credit card. Then you exactly where you were going during the daytime because they were tracking people on their telephones. You had to stand 6 foot apart from other people. So these people, what they're trying to also develop is a contactless society. A contactless society. Now, check this out. Now, they have sex dolls. They have sex dolls on the market. These are robotic dolls. You think I'm talking rubbish? Go check it out. Robotic dolls. Right? Why are they bringing out things like that? Why? Now they're starting to create these artificial wombs. So women who cannot have children, it may be through something like they've had ovarian cancer, now they can go and have babies through these artificial wombs. They're trying to create these smart cities. I think it's Cambridge. I'm sure it's Cambridge in 2021. They're talking about Manchester having smart cities. They're talking about London and Hull having smart cities. But I know that they tried, or they was going to experiment with a smart city in Cambridge. They want a contactless society. Now you've got sex robots. You've got artificial wombs, as I said before, where if a woman cannot conceive or cannot have a baby naturally because they may have even changed sex, them and their partners can go and have a baby through artificial insemination and these artificial wombs. It's crazy, some of the stuff that's coming out. I feel some sympathy for people who cannot have babies, but I want to know just how far they're going to push this technology, because they're also talking about having babies, right? Designer babies where they can change the baby's eye color, have the baby have babies with certain eye colors, have the babies with certain intelligence, have babies of a certain height and a certain build, right? All of these types of things. All of these types of things. It's like natural society, they're trying to turn it into an unnatural world, a synthetic society. They're trying to turn the organic into inorganic. And who's going to be accepting of all this? You know what? A lot of people right now are starting to buy into this. By the time this rolls out fully, I will not be here. And a lot of people of my age group will probably not be here. But you know what? The people that's going to be most affected is the younger people that's coming up now. The younger generation and the kids that are going to be born in the future, because they will not know nothing different. They will not know anything at all different. They will be accepting of this, because this sort of world that they're going to be born into, they don't know anything other than that. They have no reference point. They have no point to be able to look back at. Like me, I can look back at 20 years ago. I can look back 30 years ago, right? 40 years ago, and see what has changed. I have reference points. But these kids who are going to be born in the future will not have any reference point. But it has to start with their parents first. There has to be a certain amount of conditioning. You see these films that they've been putting out, Star Treks, Star Wars, Blade. There's replicas. There's another film which was made by Arnold Schwarzenegger when he goes to Mars. I cannot remember the name of the film, but again, these films are made, right? They are documentaries, because it's funny how a lot of the technology that they've had in these sci-fi films are coming to fruition. So they're conditioning us to accept these things that are slowly being rolled out. Now you got Mark Zuckerberg, the owner and creator of Facebook. He's now changed his site to the metaverse. And look at the things that they can do right now in the metaverse. Let me just read out a couple of these things that they can do. Right? Invest in virtual real estate. The metaverse project subdivides virtual land into parcels that people can purchase. They can actually do this at the moment. Look at Snoop Dogg. He's bought into this virtual reality market. This stuff is crazy, man. What else are they doing? Right? You can create and play games, right, in the metaverse. Users can also make their own games, host virtual events, create their own virtual avatars. Go back and look at some of my videos where I'm talking about avatars. This is a serious thing, man. Soon in the workplace, you're going to have your own avatars representing you in the workplace. You will not physically be going into work because it will be avatars that will be representing you in meetings and things like that. And schools will soon be using avatars in place of teachers. Trust what I'm telling you. Trust me. You can meet new people through the metaverse. Hang out with friends. Go on virtual shopping sprees. Sell virtual goods. These are some of the things that they can do in the metaverse. I was watching a video the other day. I'm going to show you this video in a minute. There's some women and they're trying to sell a product, right, which is a training video, right? You can get onto a cycle. You can buy this cycle and put the cycle in your home, and it has an iPad connected to the cycle. You could connect the iPad to an online site where you could join other members. You could join other members and they'll be all exercising together. But they're doing this from their home, but they'll have some kind of video link where they can all see each other training. I told you, they're trying to create a society where you don't go nowhere. You are stuck within side of your home. This training program, people are starting to buy into it. Why? Because it's convenient and it will save you a lot of money. I'm not against people training from home, because in the past I've done it myself, train from home, because it saves me money, right? But let me tell you, the thing is, now, because of this computer technology and the way that society is going, it's like everything seems to be online. Everything seems to be online. Going back, these women were training on their bikes, but they were connected to other people via satellite, via being online. Let me show you this video.
You can do when the time suits you, from the comfort of your own home, with 24/7 access to thousands of live and on-demand studio fitness classes with world-class instructors.
Did you see that? But these people aren't aware of where this technology is actually taking them. All right? That's what I'm saying. The kids, the parents, it has to start with the parents first, and then it passes down to the children. So if the parents have been conditioned already by having instruments like cycles, like these cycles in their home, in the future, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to pass down, trickle down to their children. It's going to trickle down to their children. You can go online and you can join in a class with a whole heap of other people that you don't know, and with some kind of trainer, all right, riding these bikes, and nobody is actually having any physical contact. That's what I'm saying. We're moving to a contactless society. Another thing in this video, check this out.
Let's go through, where should we go today? Let's go through Portugal. Why not? We all need a holiday. We all deserve a little holiday, don't we? Imagine coming home after a really stressful day.
Do you see that? Do you see that? These people are carrying on as though they're actually in another country for real. It's virtual reality, you know, virtual reality, but they're carrying on as though they're actually in another country. As I say, if the parents aren't buying into this, they're going to pass it down to their kids. Their kids ain't going to know better. We are walking around with our eyes wide shut. We are starting to be too accepting of too many things. We are starting to accept the unreal. We are turning things synthetic. We are becoming more and more synthetic. We're moving away from being in an organic society to being in a synthetic world. People, we need to wake up seriously, because this government and this so-called W.E.F and the UN, they want us to live in these smart worlds, right? These little smart cities. They want us living in these smart cities. We're much more easier to control, and they know where we're going, and they know every single thing about us. It's time to wake up. Wake up from your slumber. Because this new world that we're heading towards, and we're partially in it right now, once we go in there, there's no coming out. Trust. And we're starting to have a divide between those people who want to accept this world and those people who are awake and are not accepting of this new world order. Now, as well, they've got people who can, if they're working in an office, for example, they can work at home for 60% of the time and work 40% of the time. So what do you think eventually they're going to do? They're going to have us working in our homes all of the time. At the moment, it's only 60% of the time and 40% in the office. Trust what I'm telling you. They're going to have us all working at home soon. Those of us who can work. Anyway, this is Eldad Amara with another video. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll be